Hi, it's Gloria here, extending a hearty welcome to you all to this episode of Digi Global Pan Vision.
Today's episode is sponsored by Apurva Associates, Mangalore.
First, the top story, Mangalore's Fernandes family carves a niche for itself in statuary art. News headlines from Mangalore, Kadri Gopalnath Praveen Godkindi duo cast magical spell on Mangaloreans. And in our entertainment bash, we have a song from Music Masti 2007 held at Brahmawar, dance by Kepechi Kirna from the 73rd Monthly Theatre held at Kalangan, and a song from Wilson Olivera Silver Jubilee Night held at Brahmawar.
Apurva for Aptland.
Now the news in detail. The Roman Empire accepted the Christianity as its religion in the 4th century, which gave rise to Christian religious art in the region. The vast majority of population could not read or write, so the church substituted religious sculpture and paintings to help the illiterate masses interpret Christian idols. Today, we bring you a story on Mangalorean family that is involved in statuary, the art of making statues since last 75 years. The statues made by them have been exported to countries like USA and Myanmar. On every Independence Day, Mangaloreans gather at Tagore Park and garland the bust of a special man who brought freedom to their country. Nearly 60 years after his death, Mahatma Gandhi's legacy still lives on. So does the legacy of the sculptor in the lush green park. This elegant bust of Mahatma was carved by this port city's very own Pietro Statuary Company. The credit of restoring and renovating the paintings on the arcs and pillars of Mangalore's architectural gem, St. Aloysius College Chapel, situated by the side of the park too, goes into Pietro Statuary Company. The company took nearly 2 years to complete the renovation work. Anthony Fernandes, the present owner of the company, is a master in creating all types of bust statues in plaster of Paris, cement, metals and oil paintings.
Cement products, ornamental products, cement nalli, ornamental type. ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಹೊಸ ಡಿಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಹೊಸ ಟೈಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
When TV Daji World met him in his workshop located on Silva Road near Fatima Retreat House in the city, he was busy with his work of bust carving. Heaps of busts, statues, breathtakingly elegant oil paintings kept in the workshop speak volumes of his artistic skill, which he learned from his father, who took pains in starting and raising this company to where it stands today.
ನನ್ನ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಾಯದಿಂದಲೇ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಒಂದು 5th 6th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು. ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಭಾರಿ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ, ಅವರು ಕಲಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ದೂರದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದರು, ಇವ ಹೇಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಎಂದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಯಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡು ಎಂದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವರದು.
Pietro Statuary Company, which has seen 75 glorious years, is a most sought-after name in statuary art. The late Peter Fernandes, Anthony's inspiring father, carved a niche for himself in statuary art. The sculptures carved by the father-son duo have even travelled to foreign countries. The company has exported its artworks to Sri Lanka, Burma, Singapore, Malaysia, Africa, European countries and also to USA. Their creations have adorned the parks, gardens and churches in Mangalore and outside the state.
ತಂದೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್, ಮಲಯ, ಬರ್ಮಾ ಅಂಥ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ, ಈವನ್ USA ಸಹ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಉಂಟು. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ.
So when you visit Ursula's Convent or the Milagros Church the next time, take a close look at the marvelous paintings that adorn their walls. The beautiful sanctuary art of Milagros Church will tell you why most of the churches chose Fernandes to beautify their buildings. Anthony painted Ursula's convent in just 70 days. Art has no barriers of caste or religion, and it is proved in the case of the Fernandes family. They have toiled hard to meet the demands of temples and mosques too.
ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು, ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು.
Moreover, their connection with Dharmasthala has to be mentioned here. In the year 1945, Manjaya Hegde, the then Dharmadhikari of Dharmasthala, had paid a visit to Peter's workshop. Coincidentally, it was the day of christening of Anthony. Later, Peter did extensive ornamental works in Dharmasthala. Peter Fernandes passed away in the year 1999, but Anthony has got every reason to smile, as his son Mithun Fernandes is also a good painter and he is also assisting his father in this field. Anthony is very much happy with his son's interest to take up the art gifted to him by his grandfather, though he is skeptic about the dying interest among the younger generation. Fernandes' family is the first family to start flooring work in the city. Even Anthony is good at ornamental tiles and mosaic tiles flooring. According to Anthony, creating statue of a person is a little tough task, but he has been successful in it. The artist requires patience and time to finish them. Anthony says,
ಬೇಗ ಕಲಿಯಬೇಕು, ಬೇಗ ಹಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಎಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ತುಂಬ, ಅದು ಸ್ವಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದರೆ.
At present, a total of 13 people are assisting him in his work. The Pietro Statuary Company completed 75 years last December. Anthony is proud of his father's achievement and has satisfaction about his own work. Furthermore, he is confident that his company will continue for more years, as his son too has come forward to take this company to further heights. The mere mention of Kadri Gopalnath conjures up an image of saxophone in the minds of Mangaloreans. He is an emperor of this instrument. Kadri Gopalnath was the first musician to introduce and popularize saxophone as a mainstream instrument in Indian classical music. Mangalore registered a record sale of the audio cassette Rag Rang, where he performed with the celebrated flutist Praveen Godkhindi. In fact, it was after the release of this audio cassette, Praveen became popular among Mangaloreans. On Wednesday, January 23rd evening, the duo cast the same magical spell on the people of this port city. We have a report on this. Celebrated instrumental artist Kadri Gopalnath performed in perfect harmony with Kanyakumari and Surumani Praveen Godkhindi at a Jugalbandi concert organized at the town hall on Wednesday, January 23rd. Kadri Gopalnath was as usual at his terrific best on saxophone, and accompanying him on stage were some of the most celebrated names in the field of Carnatic music. One of them being Praveen Godkhindi on the bansuri, who completely mesmerized music lovers here. He always had a huge fan following, and here too he won a lot of appreciation from the audience. The other accompanying artist was Kanyakumari on the violin, who was as usual effortless and brilliant. The show turned out to be a perfect Jugalbandi concert indeed. There was superb synchronization between all three. This Jugalbandi was held as a part of the ongoing Karavali Utsav celebrations. Well, that was all we had from our news desk today. Don't go away as we are ready with our entertainment program to rock you. But before that, we will take a short break here. So join me after this break.
ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದ ಅಗತ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಸರೆ ಮನೆ. ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕನಸಿನ ಹಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಕಾಟವೇ? ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕನಸನ್ನು ನನಸಾಗಿಸುವ ವಸತಿ ಗೃಹಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿವೆ.
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನೆ ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ಕನಸಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅಪೂರ್ವದಿಂದ ನನಸಾಗಿದೆ.
ಆಶೀಶ್, ಅಪೂರ್ವ, ಅಭಿನವ್, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್, ಅಮೃತ ಇವುಗಳ ಸಾಲಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅನನ್ಯ, ಅದ್ವೈತ್,